go. Name is Michael Jackson ready as usual. As soon as the beat starts. We have from the movie 12 O'Clock Boys Part 2, Scraping on Wheels. Actress. On Coco's in the house. Welcome to Baltimore Flava Radio.
Thank you. It's a pleasure for me to be here.
Thank you for coming and hanging out with us and being all camera ready.
Always.
So tell us about your role, your part in the movies.
Far as well, actually, Carnage was that's what you're talking about. That's what you're inquiring about.
Well, 12 O'Clock Boys Part 2.
12 O'Clock Boys. Actually, 12 O'Clock Boys. Is a documentary, so that's not acting.
Right.
That's all real live. Everything that you saw in that was real, down to my son passing away. And we started filming like in July 2010.
Okay.
And my son passed away September 2nd, 2010. So I had to continue to film all the way up to 2014. So I continued to film for 4 years, even though I was grieving in the same process. But at the end of the day, I had to stay strong for Pug because that was what he wanted to do. And it wasn't easy. It was hard. And like, if you ever really look at the beginning of the movie, like when my son was alive, you can see that everybody was happy. And then you could see the changes in my family once he passed away, for is like the cursing, it started getting out of control for us with children. And far as like the 12 O'Clock Boy documentary, I enjoy filming it, but I didn't enjoy far as not getting paid from it. You know what I'm saying? Straight Absolutely. Like that, But at the end of the day, I did not know that it was going to make it as far as it did. And I don't feel like I'm like celebrity. I don't live that. And when people be like, I'm a big fan, I say, no, you're a good supporter. Because at the end of the day, I'm very humble with what I do. And it's like I just really wanted to share my story, but they really shared the story in a lot of negative ways. If you had 4 years of footages, you don't really see 4 years of footages in that movie. You only see what the Caucasian, quote unquote, white man would pay for, and that's what they pay for, ghetto trash. And that's what I call it, ghetto trash. I don't watch it. I'm not happy with it. I'm straightforward with it. I'm not happy with it. Lati, I'm not going to say the last name. He's I'm not happy with it. And like I said, it was wrong for him to sell it for $20,000 and didn't even give me $200. He sold my whole story. And if anybody didn't know, my son didn't die from shooting or nothing like that. He died in the house, in my face, from an asthma attack. And I didn't know what to do because we was already moving. And the bad part about it is we didn't really have nothing in the house to really use to save him. Like September the 1st, we was talking. And we supposed to already been moving September the 2nd. So like when I said people passed away or died within a blink of an eye, it was within a blink of an eye. If I knew that my son, that was the last time I was going to see my son, I would have stayed woke and really would have talked to him. The last word that I said to him is, what y'all doing in that refrigerator? They was like, we getting some juice. I was like, go to bed because we moving tomorrow. And then next thing I know, I started going into a deep sleep and, they started screaming and hollering. And it I was so hysterical and I ran up there and he was already laid out on the floor. I tried to do everything I could. I didn't know if it was a heart attack or not. And basically he just took his last breaths in my face. And I suffer with that every day, daily. But at the end of the day, he's always with me. I got him cremated. And that's why I really, put the funeral and stuff in the documentary. And I've been having a lot of struggles lately. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather not really speak on it on the air, but I do have a lot of struggles for as that but I learned how to accept death. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I didn't, and I was like drinking and doing a lot of stuff that I didn't really supposed to be doing, even though I was already, going to, doctors and stuff like that from past stuff that happened to me in the past. So it's like when if one little small thing happens, right, and one little small thing happened, my whole world just goes shh, and it just breaks me down, and I start doing stuff, and the stuff that I do is not really good for us with myself, because it's like I've been suicidal a lot. You know what I'm saying? And basically, it was an issue that happened today, as far as with something that went on with me. And I basically, be breaking down, and I basically try to hurt myself. And I thought about it, and I had to really get myself together. And I was like, no, I have to be strong for my other children. But sometimes I just be to the point that I just want to give up. But then I say, no, I'm going to just keep moving forward, because if I'm not here for them, is nobody else going to take care of them the way I do.
So at the point of your son's passing, I think a lot of parents, understandably so, would have shut down and not done any more filming of any kind. What was it that just gave you that strength to say, for the next 4 years or however long it took, that I'm going to go ahead and you're basically carrying on his legacy for the most part?
Actually, yeah. And it's like, what made me do it is because it was keeping me occupied. Even though I was filming, he died September the 2nd, and I started medical assistant school in October. And I went straight to school, and I did 18 months. So I'm a certified medical assistant, certified phlebotomist, certified CPR, all of that, because I felt as though I have other children with asthma, and I suffer with asthma as well. And I feel like, I cannot, go through that again. You know what I'm saying? And it's not an easy pill to swallow. And there's 5 stages to it. And I'm at my 5th stage now, so I'm doing a lot better. But it's just that when certain things happen, I start to really go off. So, I really had to stop drinking, and it's a lot of different things. I mean, if I want to go into details, which is it okay if I do?
What you feel?
Okay, well, actually, I was with one of my son's father for 6 years, and he was cheating on me or whatever while we was filming and all that stuff, and he wound up breaking my eye socket, so I'm partial blind out the left eye, and I got past that and everything. And now my son, he's 9, and he's really going through a lot, because I had to, sit in shock trauma for 5 days, and they had to do a lot of stuff to my, eye, and I still didn't get surgery, but now I wear bifocals, and I love them to death. I just went and picked them up last week. I'm loving them. Yeah, I could see clearly now with the contacts in. But anyway, and then I had got married in 2014 to somebody that I really thought loved me and cared about me, which he saved me from the drinking and everything. But you know what? It was a mental abuse. So I had to let that go, So now I'm basically into this situation where as though I'm fighting for divorce. It's easy to get married, but I never knew it was so hard to get out of it, because for some reason he skipped town and I can't find him. And it's I don't even know where to start. I got to hire a private investigator to find out where he is. And he's so this is the problem here. I'm gonna be honest, you know, straight like that, because that's who I am. I'm blunt with it. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Scraping on Wheels, he won it. Plain straight up off the break. He already said, like, if you go on YouTube, you can see that if you go on YouTube, Teresa Davis, Coco Wedding Day, I never was on there, right? He specifically was happy that he was marrying Coco Brown from the 12 O'Clock Boys. It got over like 19,000 hits just because it was Coco Brown name. You understand what I'm saying? 93,000? Wow. Well, anyway, I don't keep up with this stuff. I can't even keep up with myself. Like, people tell me what's going on with myself, and then I go from there because I can't keep up with the media thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really all into that. But at the end of the day, now I found somebody that, you know, really love me for me, and I could be me, and I'm free. You know what I'm saying? And he Muslim and everything, and you know, I have a broken heart, you know, like a glass heart that was shattered and broke. And I asked him, what was it? April the what? I can't remember, but anyway, Teresa came over. I called her and I said, can you film this? So I don't know all the words to, you know, Keisha C. I don't want to say Keisha Cole, but you know.
You just did.
But I'm just saying, I'm sorry, Keisha Cole. You know, you my girl. You know, I love that tooth that you had. But anyway, I said, you know her song, Would You Sign Your Name on My Broken Heart and It's Sincerely Yours? And that's what I felt. You know what I'm saying? And he really like signed his name on my broken heart. And I said, it's sincerely yours. It's like I really found the person who loved me for me, and I can just be me and be free. So I just feel free now. I just, even though I was filming and stuff like that, I wasn't happy. You know, even though I was married, I wasn't happy. I stopped like a lot of stuff. I just like, you know, it just wasn't right. And come to find out, truth to be told, he married me for the royalties, and I don't even have any royalties. That's the bad part about it. I don't even have any royalties. But at the end of the day, you know, people reap what they sow. I'm not going to go into all the details about all the situations. But like I said, I'm a golden child. And I have a gift from God, and God always send me messages, right? And this is the first thing that I always tell people. When you mess around with me and you F me over, trust me, God gonna punish you, and it's gonna come so fast. And he's getting what he's getting. And I always say, I hope I live to see it. And I'm just like, I text him and said, you know what? I'm so happy that you, the one who did this, you made me stronger than ever. You know what I'm saying? So guess what?
So you're coming out all right on the other side of it.
Nobody break me down at this point. Okay. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. You could say Cocoa this, Cocoa that, she's a this, she's that, she this, she that. But guess what? Them words don't mean nothing to me. You cannot break me down. It's like, I'm like, okay, the more you talk, the more I do. Okay. The more I give you something to talk about. Straight like that.
So just to get back to the movie a little bit,
okay,
when is part 2 scheduled to be released, and what level do you want this part of it to go to?
Well, this level right here, I'm doing this with me and Teresa. We doing this on our own, you know, as an independent film, no acting in it at all. And I want like 6 series this time because I don't want nobody to miss nothing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like the Empire and whatever else. I want 6 series. I want or more. And we about to put a new trailer up, but at the end of the day, we cannot bring it out until that divorce is finalized because the royalties, you know. Okay. So that's the, you know, the whole catch to that. But you know how that be like, you know, you never know that you married a monster or whatever. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm good. I'm Gucci. That's what I say. I'm Gucci.
And that's all that matters at the end of the day, because it seems like
I'm okay.
It seems like from the time of the passing of your son until now, life has really taken you through a lot.
Yeah.
And just for you to be able to overcome all of that and still go through with this project, I think is awesome.
More before that too. You know what I'm saying? I have a book coming out. Okay. It's called The Life of Coco Brown. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So like the media, like I always put on the page, like you can say what you want, but trust and believe you really gonna know me when that book come out. Okay. So
we have to make sure.
Don't keep on wondering and wishing and saying this and saying that. No, I'm putting it all out there.
We have to make sure we bring you back.
So I could tell you some of the stuff that's gonna be in the
book. We're gonna bring you back before when it's time for the book to come. Better. How about that? Because I think you need a lot more time than we can give you tonight to talk about that book.
4 t-shirt lines coming out as well. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So now we can get back to the movie Carnage.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Carnage.
Okay, now actually, I didn't know I had acting skills, right? Mm-hmm. So Teresa was like, come out and would you like to come out and, do an acting scene for Carnage? I said, Teresa, I cannot remember nothing off of a piece of paper. Like, I'm so natural. Like, so I had to try to get the words in order, but I had to add my extra stuff into it. But you know what? When I did this movie Carnage, it was like no stopping. Out in the cold, I played that part to the fullest. And when I put my all into it, when I got used to it, I put my all into it. I'm talking about I done got hurt in the movie for real life hurt.
I was going to say, tell us a little bit about your part in the movie.
Well, actually, I played as I wouldn't call it
keep it real.
I would call it as like I played as a hooker, streetwalker, addict, and I really did a lot of stuff in that movie. It was like, wow, and me and Teresa really worked together really good. And she was my addict partner.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So, yeah, and I didn't know that the movie was over because I still thought I had another part in it because I couldn't get my toes done for 2 years. So I had to keep my toes looking real raggedy for 2 years because that's how addicts' feet be looking.
I hope Teresa paid for you to get your toes done the first time you were able to get it done. Come on, Teresa.
No, I did it myself. Okay. Yeah, we could get our toes done for 2 years.
Wow.
Because they had to really look crusty. And you had to do what you had to do.
That's just being in character.
And then on top of that, no, I'm just talking about you and me pushing you around and stuff. Like, yeah, my back was hurting, but anyway, stay tuned for that. And it's another movie that Teresa is doing called Percocet. And I have a real big role in that. Okay. I'm a person that always in trouble, and it's like I'm on probation. I'm not gonna give you the whole movie, but I sell Percocets, and that movie I got locked up, and some other things happened. But when I got locked up, I got hurt too. From the handcuffs. But anyway, that's what comes with acting. Okay. And I was in the bed for like 2 weeks, and then Carnage, I had tore a ligament in my leg, but hey, that's what comes with acting. So, I healed up, but I'm getting ready to get my x-ray next week because my leg messed up. They get ready to give me a brace. But at the end of the day, it's all going to pay out. You know what I'm saying? So when she tell me is something going on, I will throw a wig on with the quickness, eyelashes, and makeup, and let's go. Be on. And it's the same with her. If I have something going on, I'll be like, Teresa, you gotta come get this shot. You have to come get it. It's serious. Then some stuff that we was doing is like stuff that's be happening out of the blue, and we be like, oh my God, like, did this really just happen? Like out of nowhere. And see, I'm the type that don't really pay attention to the cameras. Yeah. I'm just like, they not even there. I never look into the camera. I don't really pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So
that's good. So that means that you're in character.
Yes, very character mode. I'm so serious with it. Because Because when we did the one clip on Percocet, and I had, well, Teresa goddaughter was my sister, and she really cried. I made her cry because I was so into it. You know what I'm saying? I was so into my role that she really started crying. She was like, it felt real. I said, that's what it's supposed to feel like. Now let's keep working. You know? Yeah.
Okay, so let everybody know how we can keep in touch with you. You done got like 25 IG accounts, followers since you've been in here.
Oh, no, because I feel as though this is family.
Yeah,
you know, y'all
absolutely.
invited me here.
You got a new daughter.
Yes. And
so let everybody know how we can keep in touch and when we can see you on the screen and all of that stuff.
Well, actually, whenever y'all open, I'ma just stop by because I get some Jamaican food up the street right here. And I just knock on the door and like, yeah, I'm here. But anyway, my Instagram, I just changed it. It's Coco_DOGS, Coco Dogs, because you know I love a lot of animals. And it's Coco Dogs _TIBBA Tibba.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I did change it to my son name recently. And you know, it's just like I'm okay. Like it's like I'm okay. Like I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. I just want other people to feel, you know, stronger. I mean, you know, that's one thing that people don't want to accept death. You know, and that's one thing we all have to face one day. So it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So before I go, I'ma really mark this town or whatever town I'm in, and my kids is gonna like follow up, and then the grandchildren and whatever else they might have me when I'm gone, because I done had them at an older age. But at the end of the day, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to ask me some questions? Because you are in my face real heavy. What's up? What's up? What's up? I want y'all to ask me some questions. But anyway, and Teresa book, my favorite one is Pistol Whip, right?
Mm-hmm.
This back in the day when she was selling books out her car. I was the first one that flew to the truck and I said, I want that. It was $20 and it was and she used the girl named Coco, right? And when I read that book, it seemed like they was just talking about me because I was an exotic dancer once upon a time too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had to do what I had to do to survive, you know? So at the end of the day, you know,
I can't wait to read the book. The book gonna be, you might need to do a couple volumes of that.
It's called Pistol Whip. Yeah.
No, I mean your book that you're doing.
The Life of Coco Brown. Yeah, it's going to be right interesting. You know what I'm saying? Far as my childhood life coming up and stuff like that, it wasn't good at all.
Okay.
It wasn't good at all. And that's why I, you know, continue to do the documentary because I want to give my children something that I never had, and that's love from a parent.
We'll definitely bring you back when it's around that time. Okay, you make sure you just keep in touch.
It's about to drop soon.
Okay,
you know, but I'm just easing stuff real slow because you know a lot of stuff got to go into Risa Davis' name and Biker Boy Pug name, and
you got to make sure the divorce is final so he don't get no royalties off the book.
Actually. But daughter, what's up? Daughter, you ain't had nothing to say. You all on the phone.
She got you the next time.
No, I had some family stuff I was dealing with. Right.
I only got 2 minutes on the air, but I mean, come on.
What?
I know it's one more thing I know it's something that somebody else want to say.
We'll get that on the next one because we got to wrap up. We got one more guest that we got to get to. But I appreciate you just coming and opening up. Because
I'm not afraid.
And now that kind of went to the left for me because I wasn't expecting that, but I appreciate it because it takes a lot of strength to be able to, you know what I'm saying, to come and do that live in front of people that you don't know, even though you already calling us family. So I appreciate that, and thank you.
I mean, I feel like this. I'm not gonna keep cutting you off, but that's how I feel. I'm really like I have a real big heart, you know, and I feel like this. Like you may be going through something. Everybody in here may be going through something, but at the end of the day, you have to be strong and you're going to make it, and you have to keep praise. I'm not saying go to church and all of that because everybody has their own beliefs, but at the end of the day, it's only one God. one creator. So you can go and speak to your creator whenever, wherever. You know what I'm saying? So when you think your days is so bad today and this and that, trust me, when you thinking it's bad, that's the day I'm in the house trying to slice my damn wrists.
Wow.
Cause I be thinking I'm going crazy on some real stuff. But guess what though? It never works because it's not my time to go.
And you ain't going nowhere no time soon.
Ah,
So we got
these kids got them high blood pressure pills. I done gained weight and all that.
all right, we definitely appreciate you.